Good day. Good day. How you doing? How you doing? How everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a super Sunday. Thank you for joining me. This is Sunday edition with one call, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Um, you know what? Earlier, I was going over a few notes, thinking about a few things, and sometimes what you try to do is put life into perspective. Okay? You try to put life into perspective. And right now is, I'll put up a post. And right now is a day or two ago, and it say peace, love, and prosperity. Vacation bound. Peace, love, and prosperity. Probably you can see it. So somebody sent me a response. This is a response they sent me. Probably you can see it, probably you can't. But I'm gonna read that response. The guy name is, he go by the handle of Exit Exam. Imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer while he take a selfie. Wow. Imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer while he take a selfie. Folks, we don't know people. You don't know your neighbor. You don't know your co-worker. You don't know the people that you're running to in the grocery store. You don't know your Uber driver. You don't know the people that you're right, sitting next to when you're traveling back and forth using, public transportation, traveling for vacation. You don't know. But one thing I can tell you, I am not a serial killer. Like I said right now, I made a lot of mistakes when I was young. I did a lot of stupid things that I'm not proud of. And right now, where it's like, sometimes you get caught up into that wrong lifestyle. But once again, even as I sit back and think about it, and I'm reading that, like somebody went on my page, whereas, and comment to a post, like, I got vacation bound. I'm sitting on a plane, taking a picture, and it's vacation bound. And like the young man say, okay, imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer while he take a selfie. And folks, listen, sit back and you look at it, and you look at all the stuff that's been going on. Even the fact that, 14, 15-year-old kid in Michigan, shot and killed several people in the school, last week in Michigan. And not only did they charge him, but they charged the parent. Because once again, earlier that day, they more or less called the parents up to have a conference and explaining to them right now, you need to take your child home. Because once again, some of his behavior and some of the things that he was doing, some of the things that he was talking about. So the parent refused to take this little kid home. And yet, and still being that they refused to take the kid home, the kid never went home. He went into the bathroom and I guess took the weapon out of the bag, loaded up, and he went back into the classroom, started blasting. Folks, come on. What part of the game is that? Like, how in the heck, you got a 14, 15-year-old kid decided to take upon himself that he want to shoot up the classroom, that he want to kill innocent people. Right now is, once again, we have to monitor what is going into our kids' brain, what's going into our kids' computer. Our mind, our brains is a computer. And negative in, negative out. Positive in, positive out. We all have a past. Many people define your present by your past. You are the driver of your vessel, not them. You're right. You're right. You're right. Like I said right now, you're right. You're right. You're 1,000% right. But once again, Portland, Jamaica in the building. How you doing? Craig or Bailey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, but when you sit back and you think about things like that, man, whatever we got going in here, if you got a bunch of negative thoughts, if you poison your mind, if you poison upstairs, what you think gonna come out? Negativity. Poison in, poison out. Negative in, negative out. We gotta stop that. Even right now, folks, watch what your kids are monitoring. Watch what your kids are look and listen to with these radios on, with these CDs, with the music, with these games that they're playing. Grand Theft Auto and all the other, video games they're out there playing that they want to go out there and they want to try out in real life. Nah, man, there's no reset button to hit. There's no reset button to hit. And once again, to me, as I say, I'm not a serial killer. I was a lost, sick individual that was traumatized, that was dealing with a lot of different things. And you know what? Eventually, if you stay stuck, if I stay stuck in that concrete jungle, if I stay stuck with that same bootleg mindset, then guess what? I wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't have changed. I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here today, you know what I'm saying, like able to express myself, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Speaking about what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Who can I reach? How do you get out there and share your message and get people to understand people can change? The difference is right now, you can't keep going out there doing the same silly, stupid things and expect different results. Nah, you got to get help. You got to get help. And even right now, as I sit here on December 5th, 2021, enjoying this beautiful weather, count my blessing. And sometimes you ask yourself, like right now, what's the difference? What's the difference between me and so many others? Why, when I grew up, I went astray? Why couldn't I do it right the first time? It's a lot of people in our community. A lot of times people like to use that excuse that we're a product of our environment. I don't believe in that. I believe in certain situations could be true, but a lot of situations not. I think right now is the environment that I grew up, it was more or less like monkey see, monkey do. You got some people that set trends, and you got certain people that follow trend. And a lot of times it all depends upon the personality of a person. If a person personality is strong, then guess what? Those are the people that you choose to follow behind. So if they doing right, you're gonna do right. If they doing wrong, you're gonna do wrong. Because once again, these are the trendsetter. These are the real leader. Brian, how you doing? Hey, Brian. Blessing, quick question for you. I grew up in Brooklyn from the late 70s till now. Do you think kids today are more at risk? You know what? Yeah, they are more at risk. They are more at risk. They are more at risk. Because once again, it's a different time and era. Back then, even though we was at risk, but we did this thing called critical thinking. We did this thing called, you know what, hold up. Understanding what's the consequence of your behavior going to be. I don't think people do that anymore. Do kids do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Okay? That's a question I want to know. Do kids do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I don't think people do that. I don't think they do that anymore. I think a lot of times people don't even think. They react. And you have to get back to the basic principle. You have to think, knowing what the outcome going to be. Knowing if I do this, whether it's going to bring me pain or it's going to bring me pleasure. Knowing if I go inside that house, or if I go inside that building, or if I go inside that store, I can go inside that store. I don't think so either. Very emotional response. Hey, like I said right now, is when you look at it, if right now, if you're going inside that store, and they got an active, armed robbery going on. When you go inside that store, I wouldn't. But a lot of times people do not think, oh, well, later for it. I still want to go in there and get my 40s. I still want to go in there and get my cigarettes. I still want to go in there and get my ham sandwich, whatever. But a lot of times right now, you got to understand, man, you're going into somewhere that's an active armed robbery, whereas guns is out. So here it is, you want to take the chance and go get your 40. You want to take the chance and go get your loose leaf. You want to take the chance and go get your favorite ham sandwich, not knowing what the outcome going to be. Nah, you got to do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man. You have to always know what the outcome going to be. If you're smart enough to think and ask yourself ahead of time, is this going to bring me pain or is it going to bring me pleasure? If it's going to bring you pain, chances are, man, nah, it's not worth it. If it's going to cause you to spend the rest of your life in jail, even right now, man, freedom. Freedom is very important, folks. A lot of times we don't appreciate nothing until it's entirely too late. We don't appreciate nothing until it's entirely too late. And why is that? When you sit back and you ask yourself right now, man, when we get up in the morning, what is our mindset? What is our mindset? What is our mindset when we get up in the morning time? You know what? We get up in the morning, oh, man, I got to deal with another day. You got to be thankful for dealing with another day. But you got to understand what I'm going to do with this day. How I'm going to make this day better than I made yesterday. That's the difference, man. How do I push myself harder? Life is like a workout, folks. Life is like a treadmill. Life is like them saying the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Each and every day you got to get up and you got to want more for yourself. You got to want more for your spouse. You got to want more for your kids. You got to want more of the right thing. More of the right thing. And what we got to sit back and understand, you know what? We as people are in control of our own destiny. We are in control. We are in control. We can determine how our life, for the most part, going to be. To me, like I said, when I got out, I knew what I want to do. I knew that I didn't want to be a criminal no more. So you know what? I had to change my outlook. I had to change my environment. I had to change my behavior, my mindset. Bro, you need to get an exclusive interview with Pappy or Fat Cat to build on this topic. We'll see. We'll see. You know, but once again, folks, we always got to know, like knowing the outcome of your situation, knowing the outcome of your decision. Like, for example, if you know automatically right now, Wiz, guess what? If you able to save $100 a month and you can invest that $100 in a month, which is $1,200 a year. If you know right now you can invest $1,200 a year, you know, over 10 to 20 years, and that, what, 12 to 24,000 gonna turn into 1.2 million. Will you take that chance? Hey Kelly, how you doing today? How you doing, Kelly? How you doing on this Super Sunday? Brian, are you really a changed man? Okay, Brian, are you really a changed man? Hey, you know what? I know I'm a changed man. Ming E. Rivers, I know I'm a changed man. You know? I know I'm a changed man. So, I know I'm a changed man. If I didn't change, I would have been back in the penitentiary 25 years ago. I'd have been back in. I'd have been back out there in that street life trying to hustle. Like I said right now, is guess what? I don't know what was part of his downfall. I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question for him. Glaze is in your action. You're right. It was all in your action. Grown man talk 24/7. It's all in our action. It's our action, our behavior, everything, man. And you know what, folks? Listen, man. We as human beings got to start learning how to accept constructive criticism. All wise men seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. You know what? Even right now with some of my guys, you know, sometimes right now with your approach, always watch your delivery. Always watch your approach. Because sometimes your approach can be too strong. You know? Sometimes your approach can be too strong. Always remember with the message. The message is very powerful, but it's the delivery of the message. The message is very, very powerful, but it's the delivery of the message. If you come to somebody, you can have a very positive message. But if you deliver it in a negative way, guess what? People is not going to be responsive. People is not listening to the words that come to your mouth because guess what? The delivery, despite, it doesn't matter how powerful that message may or may not be. If you don't got the right delivery, that message is going in one ear, out the other ear. That message is going over their head because they don't block you out. My fellow Sagittarius, part of our zodiac nature to elevate. You're right, man. It's part of our, hey, listen, man, like to me, I got fire. You beat the odds, change is possible. Terrell Barnes, you're right, man. You know what I'm saying? You're right, exactly. Delivery is everything. Delivery is everything. Do you think we have to talk to some on a level we can reach them? You got to. You know what? You got to break it down. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You got to break it down. And we got to be mindful. Because once again, even me, I express myself the way that I express myself. Hey, Brian, what are you going back to the motherland? Okay, very right, Sag, or very blunt. Hey, you know what? But right now, what I'm learning, even now at 91 years old, I'm learning how to work on my delivery. I'm learning how to take a gentle approach when I'm delivering a message. Especially if you're sincere in your approach and you're trying to reach people, you got to make sure your delivery is on time. Your delivery is on point. Because what the sense of delivering a powerful message? It's a lot of guys that was living like you and never got the chance to change, so that's good. You know what, like I told you right now is, folks, listen, it's all about the message and the delivery. You got to make sure when you deliver the message, guess what? You deliver it in the right manner. You know, we as people are very sensitive. We are very emotional critics. And a lot of people got to understand that. But the difference is, it's not the message, it's the delivery of the message. Shabay, peace, Carl. How you doing, man? You should be the speaker for this generation. You know what? Listen, man. My objective is right now is, that's why I ask people, right? I'm starting this BGG. You down with BGG? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BGG? I'm starting this movement, man. It's best to give than receive. It's best to give than receive. So right now is, how do I give? How do I give simple, Simon, powerful messages? How? Because once again, we got to break it down as if everybody was 2 years old so they can have a complete understanding. Everybody want to get all fancy. Fancy for what? Everybody want to be like you pit bulls. Why we want to act like we got to be pit bull, very dominant? No, deliver that message as if he was a poodle. He was a Yorkie. Gentle approach, man. Gentle approach. It's a saying. You get a lot more with honey than vinegar. Come on, think about that. Everybody don't have to be all woo woo rah rah rah. What's the rah rahness for? What's that roughness for? What's that gangster for? You know, same way right now, your kids step out of line. You know what? Hey, okay, stop that nonsense. Get in your room. But we don't do that. What we say? Y'all get your little asses in the room right now. Didn't I tell you, you make another sound? Nah, man. Nah, folks. We got to be better than that, man. We got to be better than that. We got to be better than that. Our delivery is all about the delivery. We have to make sure that we're constantly delivering a powerful message at all times. Getting these kids to understand we are not their enemy. But the difference is, if our approach is rugged and rugged, they're not paying us no mind, man. The image is what's new. The image is what's new. Okay? But the difference is right now, make sure it's a positive image. Make sure it's a positive image. Okay? Make sure at all time it's a positive image. How do we learn how to be communicators? How do we learn how to be better communicators? How can we make sure that we're able to deliver a powerful message, but we doing it right? We delivering that message right. We letting these kids know right now is, guess what, man? Get away from that bootleg tough guy attitude. Glaze, how do you pass the damage you might have created in your youth to do your behavior? You got to come back with that. I didn't quite understand that. My brother, man, what's up, man? But Professor, I came up with structure. There was nothing wild in my house. My parent was about discipline and communication. We knew what they... Hey, come back with that, man. Hey, but BBB, man, I learned a lot from you, Professor. I learned a lot from you, man. And the difference is right now is, you know, even right now, what kind of watch are you wearing, man? Yeah, it's just a watch, man. It's just a simple Simon watch, man. It's nothing fancy about me, man. I'm a simple Simon country boy that grew up in Brooklyn, New York, man. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, but I spent a lot of time back and forth down in the South. Hey, but like I say right now, it's the message. People need to understand that our children are a combination of what we pour into them and what they are supposed to. Kitty Daniel Henry, you're right. You're right. But even right now, like I say, like look at the professor. Salute, JD. Look at the professor. The professor just told me he grew up in a disciplined household with two parents, you know, and they teach him how to communicate. Do we communicate effectively? Do we really know how to communicate? Do we really know how to express ourselves? You're right. I got a son going on 13 this month. It's a battle. It's hard. Still pushing. You got to push, man. You got to push. Muhammad, what's up, man? What's up, man? We got to keep pushing, man. We got to keep pushing. And you know what, folks? Listen, I start off this. Whereas, like, I took a picture as I was, like, you know, saying vacation bound. And a guy came up and he basically said his name is what? Exit exam. You know, imagine sitting next to a serial killer, you know, taking a selfie. You know, sit next to a serial killer. And like I said right now, I'm not a serial killer. How do you get past the damage you may have created in your youth? You know what, like I tell you right now, man, it was a lot of soul searching, man. It was a lot of understanding. It was a lot of things that I had to come clean with and overcome some of that, you know what I'm saying, traumatized, stuff that been inflicted upon me. Because once again, right now, man, listen, man, we are all traumatized. When you grow up in certain environment, in certain situations, certain condition, we're traumatized. But if you don't get help for that, you're in a world of trouble. And that's the difference. Because once again, like I was brought up in an environment right now was, you know, as a kid, if you step out of line, you know, your parents, your aunt, your uncle, they whip your behind. They'll whip your behind. And the difference right now is, guess what? Where did that from? You know, here it is, you step out of line, so you get penalized by getting a whipping. You get penalized by getting whipping. You know, getting beat with extension cord, belts, belt buckle, broomsticks. My folks had routine, and my mom was a live wire, and dad was real laid back. I saw different communication style, but both was effective. Hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. You're right. Hurt people, hurt people. But the difference is right now, how do we get cured for the help? How do we get, like I'm saying, those people that hurt, how do we get them to get healing? Healing from the pain. You know, like to me, like I said right now, I was brought up in an environment. You step out of line, growing up would stomp the mud hole in you. And to me right now is, guess what? Is it a trickle down effect? Where did all that started from? Where did it all started from? How do we fix that? How do we fix that? Everything is about communication. How do we learn how to communicate effectively? Getting that message across. Breaking it down to these kids as if they was 2 years old so they can have a complete understanding. But the difference is right now, if you got a powerful message, if you come too blunt, too harsh with that message, I don't care how powerful it is, it's going to go in one ear, out the other ear, or it's going to go over their head because they already block you out. Exactly. Communication is key, man. Communication is key. When there's no communication, there's no understanding. When there's no understanding, everything tends to be what? Mass chaos. And that's the difference. When there's no communication, there's no understanding. When there's no understanding, everything tends to be mass chaos. You can lead a man to water, but you can't make him drink. You can give him a problem to solve, but you can't make him think. You're right. How do we get people to think? How do we get people to do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Start from the roots. You're right. It starts from the roots. But then again, right now is what we are. We are behind. We are so behind that we got to back up. And we got to make sure now, going forward, our delivery to these kids, okay, to those at risk, our delivery is beyond reproach. Our delivery is sincere and genuine. When we deliver a message, and if we want them to really understand the words that come out of our mouth, we can't come out there, woo, 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 woo. We can't come out there all aggressive. No. You got to show them. And to me, you know what? Sometimes my passion can be taken as a form of aggressiveness. I know that. I am a type of person that when I communicate with my body. I communicate with my expression, my hands. It's a habit. And I don't mean no harm by it. But right now it's still me at 91 years old. I'm still learning how to, be better. Do you think we suffer from arrested development as black male? Yeah, we do. Got to tell them no hate, just concern. But you're right. But how do we win them back over? And to me, like I say right now, is I do presentation. And sometime right now is I have to learn with my presentation, I got to take a step or two backwards. You know why? Because once again, you want people to understand, the message. You don't want that message to be drowned out based upon your approach is too harsh. We have to sometimes be the people we wish we had in our lives when we was younger. Kitty, Daniel, Dash, Henry, powerful. We have to sometimes be the people we wish they had in our life. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But listen, what we have to understand right now is get true identity for yourself. Get true identity with life. Get true identity. How do we do that? How do we get true identity with ourselves? Is it too late? Never too late. It's never too late to get true identity with yourself. You got to soul search. You got to find yourself. You got to find yourself. You got to find yourself. How do you find yourself? Anybody that's out there that ever went on a fast? Any of y'all guys ever went on a fast? Anybody ever went on a fast? How many of y'all actually went on a fast? Fasting and praying. Discipline yourself. You find yourself by being yourself. You know what? But the difference is right now, how can I be myself? I don't understand who myself is. How can I be myself? Key Daniel, that was powerful in the ground whiz. Hey, see, that's what I love about this platform, because once again, everybody here, they give credit when credit is due. And you know, that's another thing, we don't like to give credit. Brian, but one thing, Brian, and we as kids didn't want to hear any advice when we was kids. How can you convince those young kids these days to listen? It's our approach, man. It's our approach. Because sometimes that message was always delivered blunt. Sometimes we got to be more like due diligent and deliver that message, you know what I'm saying, from an understanding that we got to put ourselves in their position. As kids, you're right. We didn't want to hear the message because that message was always forced in on us. That message was being delivered to it when you getting a butt whipping, when you getting hit upside your head. What didn't I tell you? What? Not to do this. And they start giving you a message. They start giving you a sermon as they whipping your behind. So right now, of course, you in pain. Of course, right now, when they upset and they beating the living daylight out of you, guess what's gonna happen? Are you really getting that message? Are you trying to get away from that beating? Don't get me wrong. Some of the words that come out of their mouth, you hearing it, but you're not hearing it. Only thing you feeling is that pain, that belt going upside your backside, that broom going upside your head, that belt buckle going upside your head. Okay, are you understanding the message? Do you feel the message? Are you listening to the words? The difference is right now, when you deliver a message, we got to make sure that we deliver that message with love. We got to deliver that message with a gentle approach. If we want the words that come out of our mouth to be on register and recognized, and you want them to hold on to the words. The worst time you can deliver a message is when you're angry. That's the worst time we as people can deliver a message. Imagine being married, you and your wife get into a dispute. And right now, she start cursing you out, you start cursing out. What that gonna lead to? So the same thing with your kids. Imagine you right now, you get that phone call from school saying they misbehaving. So as you get that phone call from school saying they misbehaving, what's happening? You know what's happening or whatever? Here it is, you already upset. Or you went to school and you embarrassed me. You don't know how to act in school. You acting like a class clown. So it's a different approach. You yelling, you screaming, you get the belt out, you get the extension cord out, you get the broomstick out, you get the switch out, and you start pounding. So we got to make sure when we deliver that message, we deliver that message with love, respect, and human compassion. Opposed to we delivering that message when we angry, when we upset, when we allow our emotion to supersede our intellect. So now we're not beating them with instruction. We beating the daylight out of them because we upset. We embarrassed. Is it going to fix the problem? It might fix the problem temporarily. What about permanently? What type of permanent scars did we inflicted upon these kids? Because once again, what we doing? We beating the living daylight out of them. Big respect from the Bahamas. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? Hey, folks, listen. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I don't care who you once was. Change come from where? Change come from within. Change come from you have to want to change. You have to know and understand where did you went wrong. How do I right my wrong? That's me. That's me at this present date and time. Right now, as far as the BGG, the Brian Glaze Gibbs movement, it's best to give than receive. It's best to give, whether it's advice, whether it's education, whether it's helping out the homeless or people that's out there hungry. Whether it's right now is trying to mentor these youth, teaching them how to be better law-abiding citizens. You know what I'm saying? How to be, teaching these boys how to be men's. You know what I'm saying? Women, teaching these young ladies how to be women. Going back to the simple assignment, basic instruction. Teach them right from wrong. You know what? To me, right now I was brought up in a household, I knew right from wrong. But yet and still I became that lost sheep and went astray. I went astray because I wanted to be down. I wanted to be cool. I fell in love with materialistic things. Okay? I want the latest fashion that was out there. Clothes, material, man-made things. So the difference is right now is, guess what? We'll destroy one another for materialistic things. We place more value on materialistic things than we actually place on life, on a human being life. We'll go ahead and try to hurt somebody to get $1. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Like I said right now is this. I like the platform. I like the people, especially when people come on here being mindful, being respectful. How do we use this platform as far as right now as a communication board, helping people? How do we help against world hunger? How do we help against the homelessness problem? How do we help with mental illness issue? How do we help people gain employment? Okay? To me, that's what the BGG movement is going to be about. Even right now with the platform with the doctors, when we talking about, you know what, Panoxol, or how to, you know, right now is like prevent high blood pressure, high sugar, high cholesterol, high weight, how to prevent, you know what I'm saying, strokes. Those are the things, man. It took me over a decade of being sober from alcoholism to change my life. Underground West, man, see, that's a blessing. You was able to suffer so much that you knew the more and more you drink, it was destroying you. It was making you a person that you wasn't. Yet and still you was able to quit, get away from that, put all that behind you. You was able to, you know what I'm saying, throw up, vomit, all that poison out of your system and decide I'm not gonna do that no more. Hey, that's what life is about, man. Understanding right now, suffering. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. And sometimes what we have to do, you have to go through pain. Sometimes if you're able to survive some of the most deepest pain that inflicted upon you, if you're able to survive that, you can survive anything. Salute, Glaze. I am from the class of 1987, St. Louis, and I saw what that era was all about. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. Hey, listen, man. I went through hell and back. I went through hell and back. And it's only because of the grace of God right now is that I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. And my whole life is coming to full circle. You know, I'm starting to understand the three most important days in any human being life is number one, the day that you were born. Okay? Number two, the day that you figure out why. The day that you figure out what is your purpose for being on earth. Everybody have a purpose. But learning and understanding what is your purpose and put into effect. And that last part is the day that you die. Grown man talk 24/7. Been there with you, my brother. Thank you, man. Hey, but like I told you right now, man, listen, have my life been easy? Nah. My life have not been a cakewalk, but I've been through hell, man. I suffer so much. I suffer so much that right now I'm tired of suffering. I went through hell. My life had not been easy. But the difference is right now, I'm able to reflect back upon life and understand it more, understand where I went wrong at, what I need to do, what is my purpose, how do I get back, how, like me, Brian Glaze Gibbs, I used to be the problem, now I'm seeking to be part of the solution. My destiny is to fix my people. You're right, Muhammad. See, long as you know that, long as you know that. We all have a purpose, understanding and knowing what our purpose. Respect and love to you, Underground West, for making change that was necessary for your elevation. See, that's the stuff I like. Kitty, Daniel, Henry, all y'all folks. Listen, I don't know how to, you know, do the moderation, like moderate. And right now, whereas I'm going to get with certain people and start having, like some of y'all individual, like Walt Lee, Kitty, Underground West, my brother Muhammad, the Professor BBB. I'm gonna start having y'all guys, you know what I'm saying? The _9th_ power, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start getting y'all guys to be moderator on my platform. And that's the difference, to keep all that negative energy out. To keep all that, you know what I'm saying, that bootleg bad behavior out. You know, you see so many different platforms, what they get on these platforms, what they do, try to belittle one another, man. Haven't we hurt each other enough? Haven't we hurt each other enough? I always was interested in the Zulu nature. Could you share light on Busy B and the Cold Crush, brother? Much love. I don't know nothing about them, man. Blaze, you are blessed. You know what I'm saying? You have been redeemed, brother. Respect. Jay Rich, thank you, thank you. I don't know nothing much about the Zulu nation, man. I don't know nothing about them, man. Silence is golden, okay? Well, once again, folks, what we need to do is right now, how do we build a community? How do we build community? Content elevation, cause expansion, you know? Like even right now, it's December. It's December. And I'm on vacation, relaxing, taking it easy. Hey, Josh, I'm on vacation. That's where I'm at. I'm like Lisa Stansfield, being around the world and yeah. I'm on vacation, man. Trying to reflect, trying to, enjoy life. Pain is something you feel when you see it. Look at that sight. Can anybody see that sight? Can y'all see that sight? Can y'all see that sight? Can anybody see that sight? The weather is great, man. The weather is great. Breathing air and living, man. Breathing air and living. Hey, folks, listen, man. Like, I just want everybody to understand, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And life is not over with, man. It doesn't matter. You're never too old to keep, growing. Meant to say I dig it. Salute to you, OG. Hey, salute to you. Salute to you. Hey, folks, listen, man. It's never too old to get it together. It's never too old. I'm scared of water. You know what? Like I said right now, man, know your limitation, man, Muhammad. Know your limitation. Know your limitation. Hey, but listen, I start off this message today, and I find something that was very, very interesting. And let me see if I can find it again. I find something that was very interesting. And even with that being said, right now let me see if I can turn it around. I took a picture when I was on my way to vacation, and it's a vacation bound, peace, love, and prosperity, BGG. And right now, where somebody put a comment, a guy named with exit exam. Imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer while he take his selfie.
Well, is that for the rapid run the same day?
So right now, like I say, I was reading this. Imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer. So like I told you right now, folks, nobody know who you are. Nobody know the hell that you've been through. Nobody know your ups and downs and your trials and tribulation. New glaze over old glaze. You're right, man. New glaze over old glaze. Every day, new glaze over old glaze. And that's the difference. Glaze, do you feel like you live with a... Nah, you know what? Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Wow. Hey, folks, listen. But anyway, what I was saying is, in life, it's not how you start, it's what you continue. It's how you continue. Like even right now, as my life became full circle, I got the help that I need to become a better me. And right now, is my challenge to each and every one of y'all, listen, man, get away from beating the living daylight out of your kids. Getting away from that corporate punishment. Getting away from that slave mentality. Whereas, guess what? When your kids step out of line, you got to get a belt. You got to get an extension cord. You got to get a mop handle, a broom handle, and beat the living daylight out of them, man. Beat your kids with love. Beat your kids with instruction. Hey, Glaze, I hope you are having a wonderful vacation. You deserve it. Thank you for all the help and good advice you have been providing everyone. And you know what? Listen, folks. Like I was trying to tell people, it's our delivery, man. Be safe, Glaze. Watch you 3, 6, and 9. Hey, listen, right now, it's our delivery and our message, man. Always remember when you try and deliver a message or whatever, be gentle in your approach, man. Be gentle in your approach. When you deliver a message, try to stay away from profanity and try not to deliver that message when you're angry, when you're upset. Okay? Keep that in mind. Hey, listen, what I'm about to do, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm about to enjoy this day. Work on some content, That's it. Work on some content. Work on some content. Everybody that's out there, hey, hit the like button, share. Jerome Murphy, real talk. Love is where it's at. Love is where it's at, man. But right now, how can you love anybody if you don't love yourself? How can we love anybody if we don't love ourselves? Great show. You know what? Listen, man. I'm trying to put together a lot of different things. I got a lot of people reaching out to me. Renee, what's up, baby girl? How you doing? Don't worry about what people say to you. The military's killer, the police is killer, the government's killer. They just, hey, Renee, thank you, baby girl. Look how long we go back, Renee. Today, my 30th. Hey, Al B, happy birthday, my brother. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Al B. Just like what you say, Glaze. When we listen to someone's story, the good, the bad, the ugly, important, listen to the message. You're right. Love you, brother. Stop showing your body. What's wrong with my body? What's wrong with my body, man? Hey, man, it's hot. What I supposed to have on? Stop showing. What I supposed to have on? It's hot, man. It's hot. It's hot. Al B, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, man. A person empty of love would never fulfill a simple goal of simple living. Feel love so you can show. You got to, man. Hey, listen. No, look at that word love. I came in an environment right now was this. My mother. I'm saying my mother. Very loving, caring person. My mother, her philosophy, and that's where I get it from. That's why I'm starting that foundation, BGG. It's best to give than receive. Right now is, I can remember being a kid, mom, and I used to tell my mom, I love you. My mother wouldn't say anything. I say, Ma, I love you. My mother wouldn't say anything. I say, Ma, I love you. My mother still wouldn't say anything. I say, Ma, I love you. Say, boy, shut up. I love you too. Now shut up. See, here it is. She came in an environment with her mother, her father, and her 4 other sisters. Like, to me, how they show each other love? By taking care of each other, by feeding, by clothing, by cleaning. To me, they probably didn't say I love you. And to me, I don't know, probably being a very emotional person, wearing my emotion on my sleeve, I express myself the way that I feel. If I love you, I love you. And you know what? I got a big heart. So to me right now is, despite, like my mother would barely say I love you, I knew she loved me through her action, through her behavior, through everything that she did for me, you know? And to me, sometime right now, I reflect back upon a lot of different life lessons from her. Despite it been many, many years ago, if you do, I'm looking forward to throw it. Okay, my mom still can't say, also have a hard time hugging. You know what, but that's what I'm saying right now is, guess what? Do you love and hug your kids? Do you tell your kids that you love them? Hey, one thing about me, hold up. I'm still locked into the movie Wild Styles about the Bronx and the original hip hop. That movie changed me in 1982. Hey, like I said right now, one thing about me, I always tell my kids I love them. I always tell my kids that I love them. You know, sometime right now is probably when it's time if they step out of line, I beat them or whatever, they probably didn't feel the love. They probably didn't feel the love. Obviously, I make it a priority. Hey, that's the difference. We got to get back to the basic, man. A lot of times we put our pride away. We don't want to tell people how we feel. Man, let your people know. May our mom rest in peace. They watching over us. Thank you, Renee. When I tell my mom I love her, she said, I love you more. It make me feel so loved. Trap 88, we got to do that, man. Words, man. Words. Yes, I hug mine all the time. You got to hug your kids, man. You got to hug your kids. You got to love on your kids, man. But the difference is right now, how can you love on your kids if you don't love on yourself? That's the part. You know, right now, if you look at some of our parents and parents before them, whatever they foreparents, you know, right now was, guess what? They was too busy trying to put food on the table. They was too busy worrying about, you know what I'm saying, how to keep a roof over your head. So right now is, guess what? They were so wrapped up into so many different other things that they didn't have the luxury of showing you true love and human compassion. But sometimes their actions speak for itself. Sometimes their actions speak for itself. But like I said right now, what we have to do is get back to the basic, man. Tell your kids, not just your kids, tell, you know, your mother, your father, if they still alive. Tell your brothers, your sister, your aunts, your uncle, your wife, your husband. You know what I'm saying? Your nieces, your nephew, your neighbors. Let them know you love them. Your cousins. Let them know you love them. Let them know. Because once again, right now is words, man. But right now, let your action, your behavior, back the words that come out your mouth. Tell someone who need it. Hey, listen, here it is on this December 5th, 2021, Sunday, the first Sunday of December. Listen, everybody that's out there, listen, Brian Glaze Gibbs, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the positive energy. Okay? I appreciate it. It's easy to give out love. I love you all. Hey, Muhammad, I love you too, my brother. That's the difference, man. A lot of times we put our pride away when it's not necessary, man. We put our pride away when it's not necessary. Hey, but listen, I'm about to wrap it up. Love you too, brother Trav88. Tracy Joyner, how you doing? Good afternoon, Queen. How you doing, Tracy Joyner? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. We love you more, family. Grown man talk 24/7. Renee, what you eating out there on vacation? What do you mean what I'm eating? I mean every... What you mean? Hey, hold on, wait a minute. What you mean what I'm eating? What you mean what I'm eating? What you mean what I'm eating? I got on a tank top. What you mean what I'm eating? Huh? What you mean what I'm eating? Yeah, when you come from a hostile environment, Let's hope. Thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. Some OG we need to listen to. You are from the one movies are made about. You know, like I said, we see. We got a few things that's in the work, man. We got a few things in the work. Jay, hey, Jay, hey, what you saying, Renee? I'm getting fat? I'm getting fat? Hey, listen, I'm about to get with Dr. Ronnie, and I'm about to start, like right now, where's that program. Tank top is good for weather, man. What kind of food, man? Let me see. Chicken. Let me see. Vegetable, fruits, potato. Fact need this, man. Fact need this. Hey, listen. I'm on vacation. You know, drinking some agua, water. H2O. Smoking cigars. They trying to clown you, Glaze, man. Let them clown, man. Let them clown. That's why we can't be sensitive, man. We can't be too sensitive. You know, that's the difference. I think right now we are too sensitive. Can you shout out? Okay, I can shout out. Luke Maloney. Luke Maloney. Shout out to Luke Maloney. Shout out to my man Al B. Happy birthday. Shout out to all my Sagittarius brothers and sisters that's out there. Shout out. Happy birthday. Shout out to my girl Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday to my Sagittarius sister, my Sagittarius friends. Michelle, love that girl, man. You know, she taught me a lot, man. Shout out to my girl, Sneak and Window Seat. Glaze, you need to put a new book out, man. Man, doing books is hard, man. Hold up, man. You told me I need to get a new book. Do you got the old book? Do you got the old book? Do you got the Beyond Lucky book? Huh? Why should I put it? Do you got this book? The George Making Experience. How you doing, my brother? Peace, man. Peace to you and your family, man. I love your platform, man. Hey, one day we got to collaborate, man. We got to do something together, man. Hey, who got this book? The Brian Glaze Gibbs book. Who got this book? Who got this book? No, cause when I'm on vacation, I look for the different food recipe. Who got this book? Email me, Brian Brian Gibbs Gibbs 1201 @yahoo.com. Email me. I'm saying to get your signed copy. I'm doing a promotion. Anybody that ordered a signed copy, I will throw in Straight from the Street Volume 1 and Straight from the Street Volume 2 audiobook. I will throw in that for free. So anybody that's out there, if you order this book, the Beyond Lucky book, get your signed copy. I will throw in Straight from the Street Volume 1 and Straight from the Street Volume 2. You know what I'm saying, for free. My son is SAG. You know what I'm saying? Hey, happy birthday to your SAG, Search. Happy birthday to your son. Happy birthday to your son, man. SAG season, man. Sagittarius season, man. Look how many people. Happy belated birthday to Jay-Z. Happy belated birthday to my cousin Sean. Okay? Muhammad. Happy birthday to my girl Candy Can. Let me see. Happy birthday to Queen Ray. Happy birthday to my girl Miss P. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to my girl Christine. Happy birthday to my cousin Kaya. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to the late James Dixon York. Happy birthday to my brother Baby Sam, man. Hope you come home, brother. Hope you come home, man. Happy birthday to anyone y'all just had birthdays or whatever. Birthday shout out, man. Birthday shout out. Oh, how they go? Go, shorty. Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip a Cardi like it's your birthday. But we really, really, really care it's your birthday. Anybody can speak to you. Hey, folks, listen, man. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to go out there. Glad you are seeing the world is what it's here for. Traveling is good therapy. My birthday, Corey Cheatham. Hey, happy birthday, Corey. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Corey. Happy birthday, man. Hey, listen, folks. I'm about to, do some event today. Zip lining. I don't know, ATV. Might go out on a boat. Smoke a couple cigars. James Freeman, what's up, man? Jay Free, how you doing, man? From New Haven. Hey, Corey Chatton, happy birthday, brother. Power and love to everyone on this platform. Hey, Muhammad, thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, Shabay, man, we got to get together, brother. Give me a call, man. Give me a call when you got free time, man. Hey, happy birthday, Glaze. Hey, you know what? Hey, search for a real one. Happy birthday to your son, man. Happy birthday to your son, man. He's a Sag, man. Happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday to my brother Zach. His brother. I don't know his brother, but I know Zach. Brother birthday is a day after mine, man. Like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna celebrate the whole month of December, man. I'm counting my blessings. I'm gonna celebrate the whole month of December for my birthday, man. So right now I still have 26 more days to celebrate. You know what? Let's celebrate, man. Count your blessing, man. Count your blessing. You know, like I say right now, man. What I'm just doing, man, reflecting back upon life. But like I say, I'm gonna end this as I started. God is good. God is good all the time. I'm gonna end this as I started. Like I said right now, I got a message from somebody. And that message, now I'm not messing with it. Blog on a zip line. Blog on a zip line, man. Hey, I might be screaming on a zip line. I might be screaming like a little girl, man, on that zip line. You know? Like I say, God bless you guys and your family. Hey, look, right now is here. Let me see if y'all can see this. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see that right there? I was vacation bound. So I put that picture up. Vacation bound. And somebody came along. Look what the message say. This is what somebody say. They go this. Imagine sitting on a plane next to a serial killer while he take a selfie. Hey folks, listen, man. Do not let nobody dictate to you who you once was. Everybody got a past. Let he or she without sin cast the first stone. Everybody got a past. Am I proud of the person that I once was? No. I can admit I was a lost, sick soul. I was a lost, sick soul. I came a long way. Like I said, I hated that person I once was between the age of 14 and 24. I hated that individual. That individual stole 15 years out of my life. That individual happened to be me. But yet and still regards what? I went through a lot of pain. I went through a lot of suffering. I went through a lot of self-healing to become who I am today. And right now, it's the BGG movement, the Brian Glaze Gibbs movement. It's best to give than receive. How do we get back? What do Brian Glaze Gibbs and prominent doctors, prominent businessmen, you know what I'm saying, agents, you know what I'm saying, right now is, you know what I'm saying, sport, entertainment agent. What do we have in common? Is how do we save lives? How do we get back? How do I right my wrong? You know, that's what it's all about. It's always best to give than receive, okay? It's always best to give than receive. And that's who I am today, man. I count my blessing and I understand what is my purpose for being on this earth. Thanks, man. I show my son you saying it, okay? Hey, like I said right now, man, tell him I say happy birthday. What's his name, man, so I can shout it out? What's his birthday? Hey, search, let me know. What's his name? Before I get off this platform, what is his name? Hey, happy birthday, Al B. Happy birthday. Your journey is your testimony. You're right, man. Without no test, Kitty. Without no test, it won't be no testimony. Without no test, it won't be no testimony. Got you. God got you. We got to zip line in the mountain, the real fun. Man, Zachary. Hey, happy birthday, Zachary. Happy birthday, Zachary. Zachary, happy birthday. Go, Zachary. It's your 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 birthday. Hey, happy birthday. May you have many more in the years to come. May you have many more in the years to come. Julian Mullen, Don Glazione, man. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Hey, folks, listen. It's all about how do we build a positive community? How do we build a powerful platform? That's what this is all about to me. That's what this is all about to me. Z, you know what I'm saying, to the Akari. Happy birthday. Muhammad, man. Thank you, man. How do we get back, man? How do we build? How do we take this platform and make it the people platform? How do we build up communities? How do we get on here? Hey, you're welcome, man. Search for a real one. You're welcome, man. You know what? Like you say, what I love about this, look at all the positive energy, man. No profanity, no negativity, no nonsense, man. No profanity, no hating on each other, no belittling one another. See, that's the difference. You got so many other platforms. That's what they want to do. They want to stab each other in the back. They want to yell, scream, and curse each other out, belittle one another. Yeah, I think he is. I think he is. I think he is. Yes, I think he is. I think he is. Hey, just peace, love. Peace, love, and prosperity, man. Peace, love, and prosperity, man. You know, peace, love, and prosperity. But like I said right now is, man, I'm waiting. I'm going to sit down and do an interview. And anybody that's out there, you got something positive to talk about and you want to come on the platform, we can set something up. I'm learning how to do Zoom. I know how to do StreamYard. But right now, if y'all got some positive content that y'all want to talk about, let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. You got something that you're trying to promote that's going to help the community, let's make it happen, man. I'm open, man. Like I say, this is the people platform. Shout out to, I'm nearing, 53,000 subscribers. Shout out. I got like 14.6 thousand, you know what I'm saying, follow on YouTube. What's your Cash App, man? My Cash App is, it's in the description box, J Rich. Dollar bill BGG official. Dollar bill BGG official. It's in the description box. How do I go in live with you? Basically right now, we can set that up, man. We can set that up. I guess right now to go live, we got to do it through Zoom. Today's my girl's birthday too. I don't know which sign is worse with their anger, Leo or Sagittarius. Man, oh man, Leo or Sagittarius, man. Hey, Julian, man, happy birthday to your girl, man. Happy birthday to your girl, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Do you ride horses? I need to cheat you. No, man. Hey, Renee, I do not. Hey, Money Love, I do not ride horses. I do not ride horses. I do not ride horses. Hey, Corey, email me, Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. Email me, and right now, when I get back from vacation, get some time, we can set something up. It all depends upon what's the topic. It got to be positive. And happy birthday to your lady, man. Hey, listen, it all depends upon the topic, man. It got to add value. Right now, I try to get caught up into that negativity, man. I stay away from the negative nonsense. But Corey, if you got some good stuff that we can talk about, we can come on, man. We can come on and we can powwow, man. We can come on, we can powwow. And that's the difference, right? Yeah, free fat cat, man. Free fat cat. Cat got a birthday, man. He got a birthday coming up on 20 days, man. Christmas. Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols was born Christmas, man. Anybody saw that piece on Value Entertainment with Sammy the Bull and Michael Francesi? Count you in. Hey, anybody saw that piece, man? I'm about to do a rebuttal to that piece in regards to some of the things that they spoke about on Value Entertainment, you know, in regards to what happened. They spoke about, you know, stuff that I was directly involved in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak about that, because make a few correction, because, you know, certain things that was misquoted. And a lot of times right now, when you're not close enough to the situation, guess what? You don't quite understand it when you're not close enough to the situation. But like I told you right now, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm going to, got an hour and 50, we got 1 minute and 15 seconds left. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want to talk about? We got an hour and we got 1 minute and less than 1 minute to go. Yeah, SAG are very bossy and no problem. Okay. Did 50 Cent work for black judge? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that, man. I don't know nothing about that. Hey, power and love, Glaze. Hey, y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity. SAG will say anything out of their mouth. Nah, man. Not all SAG. Not all SAG, y'all. Hey, peace, love, and prosperity, y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity. Power and love, everyone on. Hey. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Hey, subscribe, share. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share on your way out. Peace, love, and prosperity. Y'all have a super Sunday. Sag OG crib.